Africa stands at the edge of a historic moment. For the first time in history, the Olympic movement will arrive on African soil through the Dakar 2026 Youth Olympic Games. But Dakar is not simply preparing to host an event. Africa is preparing to introduce itself to the world through the voices, imagination, movement, and creativity of its youth. Today, on Africa Day, at the United Nations, ARDN officially launches the Road to Dakar. Not a simple project, not simply a campaign, a continental movement. A movement connecting storytelling, sport, technology, diplomacy, AI, culture, and youth leadership across Africa. Because when the world arrives in Dakar, the world should not witness only Senegal. The world should witness an entire continent arriving together. ARDN's efforts addressing social issues, including gender-based violence awareness, youth leadership, and community empowerment, have always been guided by one belief: stories matter. Because stories shape identity. Stories shape perception. Story often shapes the future, long before policy does. The road to Dakar grows directly from that vision. Through this movement, youth across Africa will document a continent in motion. Athletes preparing for Dakar, cities transforming, music, innovation, culture, landscapes, technology, and the aspirations of a new generation. 4 regions represented through Morocco, South Africa, Ethiopia, Ghana, and Nigeria. With neighboring nations participating alongside of them, will create cinematic journeys moving toward Dakar. These journeys will eventually merge into a collaborative, AI-powered cinematic experience presented during ARDN's activities surrounding Dakar. To understand where this movement truly began, we return to Marrakesh, the first light of this journey. This April, during Creativity Week and the AI Film Festival in Marrakesh, ARDN witnessed something extraordinary. Not simply a festival, not simply a gathering, but the beginning of a continental creative alignment. Artists, technologists, universities, filmmakers, youth leaders, visionaries, all ask the same question: how does Africa tell its own story in the age of artificial intelligence? And from that moment emerged the Road to Dakar, a movement aligning deeply with ARDN's mission to uplift youth, promote cultural expression, and build advocacy through creativity. From Morocco to Senegal, from storytellers to athletes, from culture to technology, the Road to Dakar became a bridge built on African creativity. To share the spirit of that beginning, please welcome a message from one whose voice helped ignite it, co-founder of Creativity Week in the AI Film Festival, Huda Lazar.
Hello. This April in Marrakesh, during the Creativity Week and the AI Film Festival, Africa AI Creativity Week at the World, the name of the event, we experienced something special. People came together from different countries, different disciplines, different perspectives. Filmmakers, artists, technologists, students, entrepreneurs, storytellers. And what became clear was that something larger was happening. We were not simply discussing artificial intelligence, we were discussing possibility. How creativity can connect people, how technology can become more human, how Africa's youth can help shape the future rather than wait for it. There was a feeling through Marrakesh that Africa was ready for a new chapter, not one written for us, one written by us. And that spirit became the beginning of the route to Dakar. Because Dakar is not only about sport, it's about a movement, culture, identity, storytelling, and the voices of a generation preparing to introduce Africa to the world. From Morocco to the Senegal, and across this continent, young creators now have an opportunity to participate in something shared, to create together, to imagine together, and through open source tools and collaboration, more young people than ever can help tell Africa's story. This is only the beginning. I look forward to seeing Africa arrive in Dakar. Together,
the road to Dakar now moves forward. Across universities, creative communities, technology hubs, youth networks, and cultural institutions throughout Africa. One of the most powerful aspects of this initiative is access. Through open source AI technology, young creators across the continent will gain access to a new generation of storytelling and filmmaking tools. This matters. Creativity should not depend on geography or resources or privilege. Open source technology levels the playing field. Africa Day celebrates history. Today, we begin movement of ideas, movement of youth, movement of creativity, movement towards a future where Africa does not simply host the world. Africa helps imagine it. The journey begins. Africa in motion. Road to Dakar begins.